Welcome, GCS friends, to my favorite time of the year. It's fall. Everything smells like cinnamon. It tastes like pumpkins. There's a sense of crisp, just briskness in the air. The holidays are right around the corner, and that isn't even why I'm excited. It's October, and truly October is the best month of the year. Why? Because every major sport is in play. You have MLB Playoffs, NBA preseason, NHL regular season, and college and NFL football are in full swing. It's like Christmas in October. Welcome to my favorite month of the year, and welcome to this episode of Rundown. All right, guys, we've talked a ton about football. So without further ado, we're going to move right along to the MLB. And for you new sports ladies, that is Major League Baseball. So playoffs kick off this weekend, and the MLB decided to do something a little different this year. And that was that they took two wildcard teams from each league, had them play each other in basically like a play-in game. And whoever won goes into the playoffs against those who clinched their division or had the best records of the season. Now, here's what you need to know about Major League Baseball playoffs. The first round is a best-of-5 series. The last two, the last game being the World Series, is a best-of-7 series. I don't know who's going to win, so you know what I did? I asked my father, because I basically asked him everything, and I'm going to give you Bruce's picks, because he's probably right. So I said, Dad, who do you think is going to go in the World Series? And he said, well, Danielle, I think it's going to be Boston and St. Louis. And I said, gee, Dad, why do you think that? And he said, well, Danielle, you don't play a 162-game season and have the best records and not know what the hell you're doing. Words of a wise man. Also, he doesn't really talk like that. But you get the point. So we'll see if Bruce is right and Boston and St. Louis make it to the World Series. Moving on to the National Hockey League. All right, guys, NHL actually kicked off this week with their regular season. Now, for the 2013-2014 season, there are some changes, some shakeups, and I find them interesting. I know that some people find them displeasing, but I'm going to give you the skinny. So the first one, the NHL does something every year called the annual NHL Winter Classic. It's one game. It's played outside in the snow and the ice and the sleet and the freezing, and you need hats and gloves and scarves, and it's like two iconic hockey teams, and it's actually pretty cool. It's gotten a ton of traction over the years, but this year they decided to add 5 more. So that would be 6, count them, 6 outdoor games in the dead of winter. Megan and I told you when we started this whole process that we meant dancing for the NBA. So the NBA is very near and dear to both of our hearts, which is why this next story makes my very happy. So I'm not sure if you've heard of an artist by the name of Drake. I mean, he's kind of small. He has a few songs, hasn't really done much. He signed to a label that you might not have ever heard of called Young Money. I'm a young money millionaire, top of that Nigerian hair. Rah! The president is an artist I'm sure you don't know about. His name's Lil Wayne. I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. So Drake reps Toronto like it is his job. I mean, he loves that place, reps it hard. Well, now it actually is his job, so looks like this whole thing is paid off. Drake is actually now going to be an ambassador for the Toronto Raptors. Now, I don't really know exactly what his job is going to entail, but I would place a safe bet that a lot of recruits, free agents are going to want to come to Toronto because of Drake. It's just like Jay-Z with the Nets. We wish him the best of luck. I don't think he's going to have any problems getting into any NBA locker rooms.
Let him in, France.
No, this is media. Pure media.
Drake getting turned down. Visiting Drake. He's with us. Did that just happen?
Yeah. Unlike last NBA Finals when he was denied access to the Miami Heat locker room after they won. Don't think that's going to happen anymore. Enjoy popping bottles, Drake. Invite us. We'll totally come. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Rundown. Please follow us on all social media. Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter. You can tweet me on Twitter @_Danielle Maria. Again, welcome to the most magical time of the year. We'll see you next week. Say see you next week. See you next week on the Rundown. See you next week. See you next week. See you next week. Mommy's in the bathroom because it's really dark out. Mommy's in the bathroom because it's really dark out. Meh!